Mission report, Captain Beardy. We are continuing our search for new allies in the Delta Quadrant. An unexpected medical emergency with the first officer of the X-Tempest has caused Captain Russell Nash to order his ship back to Earth to seek medical assistance. Now it may be up to us to secure the future of the Klingon Empire. Access to new technologies have opened up all 4 quadrants for exploration, or for less noble endeavors. The Iconian threat cannot be ignored. We must all be ready for when they make their next move. Kagan, open a channel to the Dyson Sphere. Get me Delta Command.
Familiar with Voyager's emergency medical hologram. He's quite unique, even for an old EMH Mark I. Now, he holds rank in Starfleet in his own right.
Rank to a hologram.
We've received a message that the Doctor requires assistance to deal with a medical situation on an Ocampa freighter in the Shenda system. He is currently en route in one of Voyager's shuttles. Normally I would send a medical vessel, but we have seen a spike in Vaadwaur attacks, and I want to make sure he has all the resources he will need. Could you go to the Shenda system and assist the Doctor?
For the Empire. Helm, lay it a course for the Shendra system.
We have arrived in the Shendra system. The distress signal is coming from the transport ahead, but we've received no response to our hails. Perhaps our guest knows more. The emergency medical hologram known as the Doctor is in a nearby shuttle, awaiting our arrival.
Move us to transporter range. Channel open. This is Captain Beardy of the IKS Zarkon, representative of the Delta Alliance.
Pleased to meet you. I scanned your service record before your arrival. You've been in quite a few battles, haven't you? Ever stop to think about the strain you're putting on your medical crew before you charge into combat? Of course you don't. No captain ever does.
For a Klingon, there is no greater honor than a death in the service of the Empire. What is the situation here, Doctor?
We've been hailing this Ocampan freighter for some time, but we're not getting a response, and our sensors cannot penetrate their shields. Their initial distress signals indicated that they were suffering from Paranesti measles. I can treat it easily, if I can get onto the ship. Now that your ship is here, it should be trivial to board the vessel and assess the situation. Transport me aboard your vessel, and then my shuttle can return to Voyager.
That will be acceptable. Prepare for transport.
Excellent. Your ship has more powerful sensors than my shuttle.
Indeed. Kagan, begin full intensity scan of the freighter. Vodvar ships inbound, locking weapons and closing fast. Captain, we're under attack. Begin evasive maneuvers. All power to weapons. Return fire. Captain, I've taken the liberty of installing those new tri-cobalt cluster torpedoes in the aft torpedo bay. Standing by, sir. Fire. More Vodvar inbound! Shields have failed. The ship can't take much more, and I'm reading another Vodvar fleet closing on sensors. Continue firing all weapons. Today is a good day to die. For the Empire.
Sir, enemy vessels are breaking combat. I am no longer detecting any weapons fire, Captain.
Hold your fire. I am Gaul, leader of the Vodvar.
Stand down, all weapons. Open channel to the Vodvar commander. This is Captain Beardy of the Delta Alliance.
Greetings. I am Gaul, leader of the Vodvar Supremacy. I apologize for the overzealousness of my soldiers. This action was not authorized.
Many have died here today. I hope these deaths were not meaningless.
I'm pleased to finally meet you. It appears your presence here in the Delta Quadrant has inadvertently caused some conflict between us. I would rather avoid any more unpleasantness. Would you be willing to meet with me face to face?
I am willing. However, I've found such talks are best on neutral ground.
That is understandable. Do you have a location in mind? There are not many areas of the Delta Quadrant where my people are not reviled.
I may know a place. Stand by. I'll be back in a moment. Kagan, remember that Talaxian colony a few weeks ago? What was their leader's name? Yes, I remember. Funny little man, called himself Ambassador. I believe it was Felix, sir. Right. Open a channel.
Oh, what a wonderful surprise! Is there anything I can do for you?
Hello, Felix. We need a neutral place for diplomatic negotiations with the Vodvar, and I was wondering...
Diplomatic negotiations? I am Starfleet's ambassador to the Delta Quadrant. I would be more than happy to offer my services as mediator. As for the location, Dexa and most of our people are on New Talax now, but we still have the asteroid base in the Intaba system. It's mostly empty now, just a few cleanup crews. Kazon have been leaving it alone. It would be perfect.
Thank you, Felix. Your assistance is greatly appreciated. Reopen the channel to Commander Gall.
Well, did you find a suitable location for our meeting?
There's an asteroid base in the Intaba system that the Talaxians have been using.
Talaxians? Are there still Talaxian communities? How odd. The site is agreeable. Send my ship the coordinates and I will meet you there.
Agreed. Beardy out.
I'm contacting the closest medical ship. They can investigate this further while we meet with Gall.
We can set a course for the Intaba system as soon as you're ready, sir. We have arrived in the Intaba system. Gall's ship is already here, and he has transported down to the base. Move us to within transporter range. Doctor, you have had experience with the Vaadwaur. What should we expect?
Imagine using a medical emergency as a trap. The Vaadwaur have no shame. I don't trust Gall. He betrayed us on Vaadwaur Prime. He'll do it again.
It's good to see you again so soon. If I might make a suggestion, I would recommend only bringing 2 crew members with your away team. Gall brought 4 aides. You'll have the doctor and myself, and bringing more of your crew down might look like you're trying to get an advantage on him. Gall seems very touchy. Proper protocol will be important.
Understood.
Are you ready to beam down?
We're on our way. Kagan Chagrin, transporter room. Energize.
It's so good to see... Doctor, it's been 30 years! You haven't aged a day!
Yes, it's good to see you too, Neelix.
We have a bit of time before we'll begin. We're giving the Vaadwaur a fine Talaxian feast to help ease the tension. Doctor, you must tell me all you've been up to.
Oh, Neelix, I couldn't. Not with the Vaadwaur here. But I suppose it is important that you hear about my many achievements since our last meeting. And my brilliant research was able to prove conclusively. Thus I began my grand adventure into the challenge of writing Klingon opera.
Brax and I agreed to never mention the incident again. Well, at least not to Dexa.
Neelix, the Vaadwaur have finished the appetizers and are waiting for you.
Oh, well, we had better get going. We can talk more later. Do you remember Chef Jolax from the last time you were here? He's the one that has been serving the Vaadwaur their fabulous appetizers. Full bellies make for good conversation, I always say. He told me that Gall is a little grumpy, but I'm sure you can handle him. Gall is in the command room now, waiting for us. Jolax should be back soon to take everyone's orders for the main course.
Very well. Let's go speak with Gall.
Ah, at last. I must say your Talaxian friends are quite hospitable. But down to business. Our meeting is long overdue.
I believe we can find an accord that will benefit us both.
As do I. My people are damaged, in crisis. We are already at war with the Kabali, and with you. Given your alliance's support for them, do you know why we fight the Kabali? Their world was once a Vaadwaur colony, one of our largest. And there is still a large cache of stasis tubes on the planet. Those are my brothers and sisters being held hostage. The Kabali are stealing them, taking their very identities and transforming them.
They won't return the remaining tubes?
The Cabali would rather watch us die and use our corpses as fuel for their unnatural corruption. Is it wrong to fight against your own extinction? Don't we have a right to survive as well?
There must be a way we can end this peacefully. This war will scar the Quadrant for decades to come.
There can be no peace. Not after what they've done. Are you suggesting we are weak? That we should just lay down and die for them? No, we will not.
No, but destroying the Cabali is not right either. There are greater threats in the galaxy we must face.
Do not try to pacify me. We will have our retribution. You have my offer. Abandon your alliance with the Cabali and support us, and we will be your strongest ally in the Quadrant.
I am not here to start a war with the Cabali.
Peace. You know nothing of what it means to be Vaadwaur. You need to understand.
What do you mean?
The Vaadwaur have endured too much to make peace. Do you expect us to forget the destruction of our cities? The massacres of our people?
The food's almost ready. What would you all like for your main course?
You need to understand even the smallest fraction of our anger.
Hold your fire.
He's dead. I'm sorry.
Does that make you angry, Talaxian?
No, it makes me sad. For Jolex. And for you.
Then we are not done.
Beardy to Zarkon, report.
Captain, the entire Vaadwaur fleet is opening fire on the remaining Talaxian ships. We've sent out distress signals to every ship in range. We'll do what we can to protect the Talaxians, but we can't hold out against this many ships. What happened?
I do not believe Gull was ever serious about these peace talks. He's just murdered one of the Talaxians.
That is unfortunate. We are giving the Talaxians all the time we can to escape, but it's not looking good up here. Some of the Vaadwaur have already broken off to pursue them. What are your orders, sir?
I need a scan of the base. Are there any Talaxians left alive?
Scans show 2 large groups of Talaxians in a storage room and the logistics area. They have the doors blocked, but there are Vaadwaur trying to get in at both locations. It doesn't look good, Captain. I'm afraid you will only have time to rescue 1 group.
We would have more time if Thrax could talk faster. Let's go.
Time only to save one group? I do not envy your choice. I would go with you, but I cannot leave Neelix alone. And time is of the essence. I'm afraid you'll have to go on without us.
Very well. Be sure to get Neelix.
No, I'm going. I can't sit by and let the Vaadwaur kill my friends. I won't be a burden. I promise. I have to do this.
Good. You and I will go into glorious battle and avenge your fallen comrades. Vaadwaur have already made it into the storage room. Move!
we've saved the hostages. But we may be safe.
You are safe now. Remain here until the base is secure.
What about the people in logistics?
We have to try. Hurry! No more hostiles. We should check to see if any of the Talaxians survived. Doctor, over here.
Doctor, you have to save them. These are my friends.
They are beyond my help now, Neelix. I'm sorry.
Stay strong, Felix. The others still need you, and the Vaadwaur must pay.
Then we can still save the others. We have to get to the shuttle in the cargo bay.
I've sent a signal to the remaining Talaxians to join us here as soon as possible. More Vaadwaur on the way! Defend the shuttle!
Give my regards to Veklar!
More on the way. If I weren't a hologram, I'd be worried.
Spoken like a true worrywart.
A large number of Vaadwaur are closing in. I'm afraid they may be too much for you to handle.
The Teray are here to assist. After this, our debt to you is repaid.
Kagan, remind me to thank Nash for this later, if we make it out
That's
alive.
That's timely. Here come the Vaadwaur.
The Vaadwaur have been repelled. I would have words with you before you continue. Our help does not mean we are now allies. We are repaying a debt. Our ships are currently engaging the Vaadwaur fleet. It is unsafe for this shuttle to launch until they are defeated. We will return to our ships. I suggest you do the same. We will provide cover for your ship so it may drop shields to transport you.
Thank you for your assistance, Commander. You had perfect timing. Prepare to drop shields and beam us up as soon as you're clear.
I knew this meeting was a farce. The word Vaadwaur means fool in ancient Talaxian. Did you know that? You thought me a fool who would swallow your insults without comment. A fool who would blunder into the trap you set with the Touré. I am not.
You did this, Gall, not me. Your dishonor knows no bounds, but I will show you what it means to be Klingon.
This has destroyed any chance of an accord between us. How disappointing. I had thought you would be a valuable ally. Now you are just another victim.
Like the Talaxian you murdered in cold blood! Sir, Gull's command ship has gone to warp and the remaining Vaadwaur forces are powering weapons. What are your orders? It's time to take out the trash. Shields up.
Vaadwaur reinforcements warping in. Shields failing, Captain. Rerouting power from auxiliary.
Sir, both the Touré ships have been disabled. We are on our own while they conduct repairs.
Provide covering fire.
Sir, we still have those cluster torpedoes. Ready to launch?
No, they take too long to recharge and they're too easy to shoot down.
Voyager is here. We will not allow the Vaadwaur to escape.
Bring us about. Divert all available power to the forward cannons.
You came to our aid when the Vaadwaur attacked our homeworld. Now we have come to assist you. This discharges our obligation.
Thank you for your assistance. Perhaps one day we will battle at each other's side once again.
How could they do something so horrible? We're no threat to them. We've done nothing but welcome them. And he killed my friends just to make a statement. I don't understand how anyone would be so callous.
I am sorry, Neelix. Rest assured, they will be avenged. Gaul will pay for what he has done.
I don't blame you. I agreed to let the Vaadwaur come here. I put my people in danger. This is my responsibility. I just never conceived that even the Vaadwaur could be so treacherous. They double-crossed us on Voyager and tried to take the ship, but slaughtering innocent people. My time on Voyager changed me. I saw the best that people could be. I forgot, or wanted to forget, how evil they could be.
You have my word as a Klingon. Gaul will face justice.
With your permission, I'll lead the survivors back to New Talax. Then we can return with a security force to collect the dead.
Farewell, Neelix.
I've been in contact with the USS Blackwell. They boarded the freighter in the Shenda system, but it was empty. It was all a ruse by the Vaadwaur to lure us into that system. Everything was part of this play Gaul wanted to perform, from the initial distress call to his intervention and offer to negotiate. And then he used a massacre to set his stage. That's the kind of man he is, and unless he's stopped, the entire quadrant may fall.
That is not going to happen.
Gaul has shown his true nature. I expected he was not dealing in good faith. But nevertheless, we had to make an attempt to find a peaceful solution to our problems with the Vaadwaur. Now the war will continue. I grieve for all who have been lost, and for those who will fall before this conflict ends.
We had to try.
Senseless, meaningless death. I'll never understand. I hope Neelix and his people will be able to find some peace, and that Gaul will answer for his crimes. And I hope our paths cross again, perhaps under better circumstances next time. With your permission, I'll return to Voyager.
Permission granted, Doctor. It has been an honor. The Talaxian base is safe for now, and the surviving Talaxians are making their way to New Talax. Shall we leave the system, sir? Set course for the Dyson Sphere Delta Command. Warp speed. Mission report, Captain Beardy. The threat of the Vaadwaur leader, Gaul, must be dealt with. Were it not for the help of the Toray, many more people would have died here today. Gaul's claims that the Cabali are holding his people hostage should be investigated, although I doubt we can believe anything Gaul says.
The senseless slaughter of innocents shows this Gaul as an honorless fiend. They were not warriors. They're cooks. It's clear from your reports that he had no intention of making peace, and that he would have twisted anything you said to meet his own agenda. There's no point in more negotiations. Peace with the Vaadwaur will not be attained through Gaul. That means he needs to be eliminated. Perhaps there's someone else out there who will be more reasonable.
Congratulations, General.